Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking a look at this video. And today, yes, it's toy surgery. I love doing toy surgery videos. They are definitely a fun way to freshen up your action figure collection, kind of reinterpret different characters, and definitely a cool way just to have some fun with your action figures and swap them out. So, toy surgery, yes, this is my kind of verbiage for customization. And my toy surgeries are very simple. They're boil and pop, swapping out a neck peg here and there, maybe extending the torso or swapping out some limbs. I got a major project I'm working on regarding the Connor Kent Superboy. We're gonna do some work on that guy. But what I did do, I filmed 3 videos on toy surgeries. So we got the Robins here, we got a Bat Family one, and a Superman one. Now we're gonna get those in the mix, but we got a lot of reviews to do, and a lot of new figures came out. And I really want to get some reviews done on those figures. I'm super excited to open them up and share my opinions with you guys. But today we're looking at the Robins. There's been a lot of Robins, and Robins is one of my absolute favorite character. Starting off with the OG Dick Grayson, that was the leader of the New Teen Titans. That was a comic book that got me into collecting comics in the first place. But it's sprawled out to Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, there's Stephanie Brown, Carrie Kelly, a lot of different versions of Robin that have been out there. But we're focusing on a couple ones here that it was really fun to do. Went through my DC Multiverse collection, found different heads, different figures I haven't really taken a look at in a long time, and it was great just to take a look at some of these figures. Now, this video was requested by one of my viewers, Ace Productions. He really wanted to see some different head sculpts, different kind of looks for our brand new rebirth Tim Drake Robin, so I'm more than happy to oblige. We'll start things off here though with this Robin. So this was the second time we got a Tim Drake Robin. This really swollen body buck did not suit Tim Drake in my opinion. Tim Drake is definitely a more slender character, a younger guy as well. This body buck suits, in my opinion, and what my thought process was, what if Jason Todd, or maybe even Dick Grayson, continued being Robin, didn't evolve into Nightwing, didn't evolve into Red Hood, and this was the take I used for this figure. Now, we used the body buck. I did have to do a slight modification. All we had to do was pop out the neck joint, put in a longer neck peg, something like this, which just worked out really well because unfortunately, the figure does have a very small neck peg, so it does limit the articulation. It does give him a stumpy neck. Now, I wanted to do something with this head sculpt. This is from the Amazon exclusive Batman 5-pack. This is the Red Hood Unmasked, and I have not done many customs or any really because the head is just so damn big, and it didn't really fit on any other body box that I could find. Just look unproportionate. Did have to swap out the neck peg to a longer one, like I said, to give him some more articulation, but I like the way this one turned out. Really sits on the head and the body well. The neck, you do have good range of motion, and I like this is like an older version of Robin. It could be your Jason Todd. He continued on as Robin, or Dick Grayson. So it's the fun thing you can do with your multiverse. You can do anything you want, have any kind of characters, any kind of history. Their future is up to you. So I like the way this one turned out. Gave him a Batarang. I love this classic costume as well. Man, it just suits them to a T. Just a really easy to do custom if you have that Amazon 5-pack, but it looks really good, and I love the way this guy stands out in my collection. And then we went on to do something else. We went to do this guy here. Now, this is another version of Tim Drake from the Gotham Knights video game. This was the original head sculpt that was put on the Tim Drake rebirth figure. I just didn't feel the oomph of it. I wasn't crazy about it. A little too cartoony, but you know what? It suits this version of Robin. This is a definite one-off Robin. You're not going to see him, I don't think, in anything else besides that Gotham Knights video game. But I do like the body buck. It's something different, something new. The head doesn't suit it. It does suit it pretty well. It might be just a tad too big, but it still gives this guy a really unique look. This was a simple boil and pop. It didn't have to do anything extra. It didn't have to swap out a neck peg. But man, it's a different look, and it suits, the green mask really suits the rest of the costume. I like the way that turned out. And you know what? It's a different look for Robin. I think this will probably be in one of my Teen Titans groups. So I like the way this one turned out. Very nice and easy. And then we got this guy right here. So this one is the original Tim Drake from New 52. I gave him the head sculpt from our Gotham Knights Tim Drake, and I think this one turned out pretty well. It looks pretty darn good. Now, it does have a really weird head. The inside of the actual neck hole is very shallow. It's very tough to make sure that you can get a neck peg in there properly. This figure did come with an extended neck peg, so we had to swap that out because it just sat ridiculously high. I had to use a smaller neck peg. That worked, still have a nice range of motion, and it's kind of a different look for Robin. I really like this head sculpt on this body buck. It suits it quite well and turned out really nice. Now this is the one that I was thinking and scratching my head because I wanted to put a lot of different heads. Now we tried almost all of these heads, including this one here from our Gotham Knights Nightwing. And I really love this head sculpt. It's such a striking head sculpt. The hair is sculpted really well. But unfortunately, this is another oddity. I think it's with that Gotham Knights series. Some of the head pegs and the heads just have some odd kind of placement for the actual neck hole. So again, this one just would not fit on properly to this guy because I really wanted to put this head onto that body buck. But unfortunately, even swapping out neck pegs, using the extended ones, just would not sit properly and it gave Robin no neck whatsoever. So unfortunately, this head is going to stay on this body, which is okay because I really do like this Nightwing and it looks really good. But this is the Nightwing that, or excuse me, the Robin that I really gravitated towards. We used the head from this guy here, from the original Tim Drake with those nice spread out wings, and I think this one turned out really well. Now, this figure does have an extended neck peg. It has a very long neck peg, so this head fit on perfectly. You do have a great range of motion with the head as well. You can look up, down, side attitude, everything else, and I think this really captures that Tim Drake look. It's a really cool mask. It looks great on the body buck, and I think it just fits it perfectly. Give it a really stoic look, and it's less cartoony. Don't get me wrong, I did appreciate the head sculpt and a different kind of take they tried on it, but man, this is the head sculpt I definitely wanted to see on this figure for sure. Now, I did try using the other head sculpts to put onto this Tim Drake Robin. Tried this guy. This one was just way too big. Not even worth filming. This guys is ridiculous. The other head sculpt, this one's as well, it just sat way too high. When I did try and swap out the neck peg as well, even with a smaller neck peg, it just looks odd. It doesn't fit well on the body buck either, so a little bit disappointment there. But I think we had some fun doing this toy surgery, and we made some really great improvements on our Robins. This one is definitely a great one to have as that older Robin that maybe didn't grow into Nightwing or didn't become Red Hood. You can kind of play around with that as either Jason Todd or Dick Grayson. I really love the way this one turned out. This is awesome. This is the head sculpt I definitely want to keep on this figure for probably permanently because I just love the way it turned out. But if you want to see some comparisons with maybe Batman, we can do that as well. We'll move some of these guys out of the way. But yeah, toy surgeries are always fun to do. Simple, easy boil and pop, nothing too serious. So we can put this Batman with this Robin as well. This is kind of a different look. It doesn't look too bad there. Definitely like the way, there's a real contrast in costumes. This version of Tim Drake, he only had this costume for a little bit. It was a little bit odd because it was kind of like Red Robin, if I can recall. That's what they called him. It was a different look. I don't know how well it gravitated with the fans of the Titans. I didn't mind it. It was something different. But these two guys look great in action figure form. Could be another version of the dynamic duo. So let's just move this Tim Drake off for a sec. Now, if you had this one here, now of course this is a really different version of Robin, but still doesn't look too bad together. I do think this head might be a little too big for the body buck, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to leave this guy without a head, so I'm still thinking there's some other options out there, maybe down the pipeline. We'll see that. We'll hopefully see that in the future. This one I definitely like. You got your classic Batman with her really classic looking Robin costume. I love the way these two guys look. The body box proportions look great together. Definitely something you could add to your collection. Excuse me, and look really good together on the shelf. Love the way these guys look. And then, of course, we got this guy here, our brand new Tim Drake Robin. I really love this costume. These two guys look fantastic together. This new head sculpt for him, man, it just suits it to a T. Really like the way it turned out. Simple boil and pop, guys. No major surgery required. Swapping out an extend the neck peg wasn't even necessary because it comes with an extended neck peg, so it works out perfectly. So yeah, there you go, guys. A couple easy customs to do to kind of sprucing up your Robin collection, give some new looks to your characters, try something a little different, have some fun, take some risks. Why not? Simple, boil and pop, nothing too serious to do, but I think they had some pretty good results here. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Are you guys doing some toy surgery? Do you have any other suggestions that might work even better than that Red Robin head sculpt on this brand new Tim Drake? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. Whenever I post a video, it jumps right into your feed. Thank you so much, guys. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you soon.